really lucky to have that job. So this class is about the Gemini machine. This is our brand new die cutting and embossing electronic machine from Practice Companion. So this isn't something that we're distributing for somebody else. This isn't something that we found somewhere, put our name on. This is something that we have manufactured ourselves. So this is all of the functionality we wanted and thought was missing in die cutting and embossing machines. So we think we've made the Uber machine, one that everybody's going to want. And the benefit of that is we control the quality, we control the functionality, we do the testing ourselves. So if something isn't working as it should be, we send it back to the factory and say, do it again. This isn't good enough for our customer. So we're not having to accept something that somebody else has given us. And that's why we're really, really proud of this particular machine. And I think when I've shown you what it can do, when I've told you what it can do, I think you're going to love it too. Alright. So there are a number of different pieces of functionality built into it. What I'd like to do first off, before you start die cutting and embossing yourself, is just take some time to talk to you about that functionality, tell you why we think it's better and different from other machines, and then tell you exactly what it's going to do and show you exactly what you're going to be able to do with it. And then after that, you'll get a little bit of an opportunity to have a go yourselves. Is that okay? Perfect. Alright, so the machine itself, I think you'll agree, looks beautiful. This is something I would definitely want on my craft desk. Tell a lady had a hand in designing this machine. It's pretty. So it looks beautiful, and it's a thin format machine. So you can see that the opening in here is really quite small, which means it's lighter, and it means that it's going to put your thin metal dies, and let's face it, they're the dies that are absolutely taking the world by storm, that everybody's producing. You're going to put them really efficiently, and thank you very much for my tea, Simon. As long as it's not peppermint flavoured, that's good. So this is the machine that's going to be able to put those thin metal dies for you really effortlessly. So that's how the machine looks. Now, one of the things you will notice on here that you might have seen before are our control panel. So you can see there are 3 buttons on here that are going a lovely purple colour. This takes the control away from the machine and puts all of the control in your hands. I thought that was very, very important. Because with an electronic machine, you're putting a sandwich together and you've made the sandwich incorrect. You've made a little mistake, and you realise when you put it in there, what do? So it's on its way through. You're not going to stop it unless you remove the power from the wall. And then it's going to jam. And then you're going to have to get a hammer out and bang the stuff out there. You know what I'm talking about, right? So put all of the control into the panel. I'll show you how that works in a second. The next thing we've done is make sure that you have got absolutely everything you need in the box. And by everything you need, I mean everything you need. You don't have another single plate to buy to make this machine work with any of our or other manufacturers' dies out there. And that's really good for you. Also, when you're selling this machine to your customer, to be able to confidently tell them that I'm going to sell you this, but I'm not going to try and sell you another 3 plates to make it work with different manufacturers' dies. Immediately they're going to be really happy about that, because I would be. I'm the factor, I spend my own money on these things. I don't want to have to spend another $40 on buying plates to make a different manufacturer's dies. All in the box. So you've got your base plate, which is a beautiful Practice Companion purple. You've got your spacer plate for putting thin metal dies. You've got your magnetic positioning plate, which just keeps your dies still, allows you to do different projects laid up. You've then got your cutting plate. See, I've already cut on mine, you can see that on there. So you've got your cutting plate, you've got your rubber embossing mat, and you've got a metal cutting ship. So this is for really intricate dies or really difficult material, and normally you would be paying about $15 for this to buy it separately to make the manufacturer's dies work. We've included it in the box, so you've got everything you need to make everything work. One of the really cool features about this machine now is the size of these cutting plates. So if I just take a piece of US letter size cardstock and pop it on here, you can see that it fits in the middle and there's space all the way around. Because these plates are 9 inches by 12.5 inches long. So you'll be able to fit the full US letter size cutting program on there. You can also, which I think is incredibly cool, cut a full 12-inch border for a scrapbook page, and you haven't got anything missing at the top or the bottom, you haven't pieced anything in, it's there for you, and you can do it really simply and easily. We've got these dies launched with Gemini, these are new collection. So being able to put a 12-inch border and cut the full length of the scrapbook page is absolutely unheard of, because the plates were always too small. You can never make a die that big. Address that and make sure that the plates are big enough for you to be able to do that as well. Okay. So that's some of the functionality. What you've got in the machine as well, not to forget, are loads of usable free things. So you've got 16 dies, and I'll show you them in a second separately, and you've got 3 embossing folders. So you've got 3 sets of dies, 3 embossing folders. The value of the dies is about $60. The value of the embossing folders is around $20. That's free in the box. So you've got the machine, you've got all of the plates you need, and you've got dies and folders, so that you can start with projects immediately. All you need is the paper. And that's a really good message as well, I think. They don't have to buy anything else in the store. They only buy the Gemini. They can go home and they can make some beautiful projects without having to buy dies and folders for everything. Right? So I want to show you how it works, and we're going to start with just a simple little cutting project. So I've got a piece of shimmer cardstock here, which I'm going to quickly cut. And actually, I'm just going to, Karen, can you just pass that around? So what I want you to do is feel how thick that cardstock is, and then you'll really appreciate what I'm doing with the thin metal die as it comes round. So the sandwich that I'm going to put together is base plate. I'm putting a thin metal die, so I've got my shimming plate, my spacer plate in there. I've got my magnetic positioning plate. I've then got my die, cut edge facing up, because I don't want a really pretty magnet, although I have got several at home. And you know, I always put them on the fridge. So I have got a fridge full of mistakes at home. And then I've got my shimmer cardstock, and that's going on top. And then I've got my cutting plate. Now notice I'm not putting in the metal adapter, because with this machine, the pressure is so advanced, and the speed and the quality is so advanced, you actually don't need the metal adapter plate unless you're doing something ridiculously detailed. And that's just to give it a little bit of extra to make it work. Usually with other manufacturers' die. So don't put it in straight off. Try the die first and then think, do I need to have that in or not? Okay. So we're going to then just offer it forward. And I'm not that clever or that tall. Pop it through. So we're just offering the plates forwards. The machine will recognise what I didn't use any pressure. I didn't push. All I did, isn't it? I didn't have to give it some weight to get it going or anything like that. I just offered the plates forward and away it went. Can you hear it? It's very quiet. It's got a whisper sound to it. It's so quiet, it's ridiculous. But it's got amazing pressure. So if I just remove the cut plate at the top, and the green card should be round, I'll have it around so you feel how thick it is. What I'm going to do just before I emboss this is show you that actually that has cut perfectly. So you can see I have no missing pieces there at all. So with a thin metal die, I have that really thick cardstock without the metal adapter plate. And this is a detailed sentiment die, you'll see in a second. So it's not something that's not just an outline, it's not like this. It's not an outline. That's an easy die to cut. Sentiment die, with all of that detail and that thickness of cardstock would be very difficult to cut. I want to emboss this now, because we can emboss our dies as well as cut them. So I'm going to take out the magnetic shim. I'm going to put that onto my that thing, which names that spacer plate. Then it said spacer. I don't know. I think it was a secret person over there. Spacer plate. I'm putting my rubber embossing mat on top, and then I'm putting my cutting plate back. And then we're putting it through again. So I will cut and I will have embossed. So just offer it forward, push and it'll take it from you. See that it's really quick. Most importantly, incredibly quiet. There's no real work, stamp, that, so it's effortless. And actually, just to let you know that those clothes won't drop out. See, I didn't caption them, so we made the space at the back when the plates come out enough that if, let's say, the kids are fighting, pan's boiling over on the stove, somebody rings the doorbell, something happens, you've got to leave it and go. Don't worry, they're not going to drop on the floor. They're just going to hold themselves there, and then you're going to be able to remove them back to it. And then if I remove this, I can do with a pokey tool. If anybody's got a pokey tool they'd like to donate to me, gratefully received. Take your time. Now, I always tell everybody when you're removing a die that's detailed, we call them elastoplasts at home. I was reliably informed in the previous class that you call them a band-aid. So you know when you've cut yourself and you've had a band-aid on for 3 or 4 days and it's stuck fast on your skin, you start peeling off the green hurts, and the slower you pull it, the more it hurts. And so the rule is, you get a hold of it and you rip it off. Don't treat your dies like a band-aid. So you're not getting a hold of the corner of the card and ripping it out of the die. You're going to gently tease it out. When you gently tease it out, this is what you're going to be able to do. So how incredibly beautiful and detailed is that? No metal adapter, very quick, very easy on that super thick quality shimmer card. That's the quality of our machine. So we've got more pressure than any other machine in the market. Edge to edge. And notice, this is really important as well. Where have I cut in that plate? I've put in the middle of the machine. Where the manufacturer is telling you not to cut on a machine because it's a sweet spot and there's reduced pressure in the middle of the plate. I always put in the middle because I want you to see that when I'm going to tell you that. You don't have to position your dies in the corners of that machine because there's reduced pressure there. You've got edge to edge all over the 9 by 12.5 perfect pressure. Tiny, detailed die like that. So it really is fantastic quality. Now I just quickly want to talk to you about what if you make a mistake. Has this actually? Thank you. And scissors. So have you ever done this? You've got a special piece of card. You've only got 2 inches by 2 inches left. You've been looking after it for the last 10 years. But this project is special enough to use that 2 inch by 2 inch piece of card, isn't it? And you're going to use it because this person in your life that you're making this project for deserves it. This is how I work. Tell me if I'm different to everybody else. But this is how I work. So I'm going to make my plate and I'm going to cut my really precious piece of card. So I'm just putting it with my base plate, my spacer, my magnetic shim. I would have cleaned this die out at home. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste time now, so I'm just putting it on there. So I'm putting it in the middle, and I'm putting that piece of card on, and now I'm going to put it. So I'm ready. I've got my 10-year-old special piece of card in there with that die for this project, the person I love, and I'm putting it in. They phone and they tell me they've cancelled it tonight. Hang on. You're not getting that special piece of card. Because you've cancelled tonight and I was really looking forward to it. I've been able to pause the machine and it hasn't put that die. And what I can now do is think, do you know what? Am I going to forgive them this one because I haven't cancelled before? Am I going to let them have this special piece of card? Yes, I am. So I'm going to continue. Actually, no, I've changed my mind again. We're fickle. And I've decided you're not having a piece of card, so I want it back. So I'm going to tell it to give me it back. And it's just going to reverse it out there. Now, and I know that's a really very cringe-worthy story to demonstrate that for you, but really it puts you in control. So if you made the sandwich incorrectly, if you put something in there that you don't want to put, if you put it in and you think it's struggling, if you put it in and it stops because you made the sandwich incorrect, you're in complete control here of what's going to happen with this machine. You can tell it, wait a minute, I'm not quite sure. We'll carry on. We'll hang on, wait. Carry on. This is me and my husband all the time. Carry on. No, wait. We'll carry on. No, I'm not sure. We'll bring that back. and you can be in complete control. And that's really unique. It's very, very important, I feel, that we want to include in the technology of this machine. Okay. Now the next super cool thing I want to talk about, look, there's my 10-year piece card. Ready for the next class. So the other really cool thing we've got with our Gemini machine is a brand new range of dyes in the dyes I arrange that we're calling mixed media. So it's taken me a long time to develop this range of dyes. We're manufacturing them differently to the thin metal dyes, although it is thin metal dye, but they are a little deeper. What this means is you can cut with our mixed media thin metal dyes materials that you would never have been able to cut with a thin metal dye before. So I'm going to cut for you 6 layers of cotton. This is a really good quality patchwork quilt cotton, 100% cotton. So 1, 2, 3, 4, proving you, 5, 6. Okay, so I've got 6 layers of cotton. And I've got a thin metal dye. So I'm just going to make my sandwich, going in the middle as before, and I'm going to put my 6 layers of cotton on there. And up to now, you would have needed one of those thick steel rule dies to be able to do this many layers of craft cotton for patchworking or for a multimedia project. Don't with the Gemini, we've got extreme pressure, we've got speed, and we've got edge-to-edge precision, and we've also got the mixed media dies now. So I'm going to put this through and cut. Now notice I haven't used the metal adapter yet. With mixed media dyes, and when you're putting it through its paces with 6 or 8 layers of cotton, maybe some mambod, picture framing mambod, this we can put wood, we can put really thick plastic, acetate, also and wood veneer, and felt and foam. Basically any material to 1.4 millimeters thickness, you can give it a go and see if it works. Sometimes it might, without the metal adapter. Sometimes you might need the metal adapter just to give it that little bit of extra bite. And that's why we included it in the box. It's not that we say you might need the metal adapter for a little extra bite, but we'll give you it in the first place. That's why it's in the box. Okay? So I'm just going to offer this forward exactly as we did before. Pick up my best so I can go through. And then move the plate top, and actually the die has fallen out, so the die's there, and here are my 6 plique cotton shades, and notice how I don't have any rough threads, how I didn't have to use scissors to snip those away, and to have to do that even with steel rule dies. But I've got 6 beautiful cotton hearts there with a thin metal die in our Gemini machine because of the improved performance and extreme pressure there. Pressed? So I'm going to pass these round to let you have a look. There you go. Alright. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk to you about. So now we're going to have a go ourselves. So what you'll have on your desktop is a class pack. So first of all you have this, and this is just for you to take away. It's got order forms in and other stuff about products, and you don't need to worry about looking at that now, that's the boring bit. And then you've also got a coupon which will give you some discount if you want to go and order anything that we've shown you in the classes. You can see when it's valid till, so you've got a coupon on there, and then we'll have a little plastic packet like this, put a card in. And you should also have available to you a die that looks like this. Yes, and some dies that look like this. Have we got that? And what we're going to make is this. Sharing the dies and sharing the machine. Yes, work together. You don't have magnets?
No, we have it here. There's 2.
There you go.
Right,
so I'm going to show you how to line this up, and then you're going to do it yourself. So I'll do it. So have a watch me. I'll do it, and then you can do it. It's easy that way. So I'm going to take my piece of white card. Yes, that's right. No, that's fine. Perfect. That should happen. And that's because of the pressure in the machine. So I'll just show everybody, and then nobody's going to worry. So that lady said, we're going to watch it so this doesn't happen. Actually, that's absolutely fine, because this is a consumable. And because of the amount of pressure that we've got now in the machine, it is going to mark your magnetic sheet. Of course it is. It's a piece of metal that's being forced through a machine at extreme pressure. It's never not going to mark it. So this is what you want to happen. This proves that the machine is working brilliantly. And when it gets so bad that you can't use it anymore, then you get a new one. Or you send your customers a new one. And the same with the cutting plates. They want to get messy as well, because that means you're enjoying your machine. So we're going to take a white piece of card, won't do it now, watch me first, and then we're going to take our edgeable die. Edgeable dies are really unique because they only cut on the outside edge. The rest of the detail is put into the card, and that will really come into its own the second piece of the demo will do. So it'll become clear in a second, just bear with me. We're going to do this card first. So we're going to take the edgeable die, and we're just going to line it up on the side of a piece of white sugar cardstock, like that, just in the centre. And you want the antenna of the butterfly just at the edge, so we'll put out. You're going to run it through and cut it, and then run it through and emboss it exactly like that.